Hey, hey, hey! How you doing today? Wherever you might be in the world, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It's evening where I am. Pretty much about 8:37 p.m. And you're looking at the illustrious elm-lined streets of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. This is the Crystal Gondola that I'm coming to you from. And we're looking pretty good here today. That's the bird bath and the bird feeder behind me. Good to see you, Red Mama in there, Kathy Martis in there, Master Mossad. Good to see you all. Whoop whoop, 10:30 where you are, Kathy. Oh my. Well, 10:40. Looking good, looking good. You're a little bit later than I am. You're probably on that eastern coast there. We're on Mountain Daylight Saving Time here, and I was just playing around with my setup a little bit here, trying to get some different things set up. I've got a background set up with a slideshow that I was working on a little bit there, getting that set up again. I still haven't gotten my soundboard set up here like I would like to be able to give you some different sounds. Still kind of lacklustering on that. Was watching a few other people doing their live streams there. Wasn't really chatting too much at all. I was kind of working in the background a little bit. But looks good, everyone. Thanks a lot for popping in here to say hello. I did a little live stream there last night. I don't know if you saw it. I left it up. And yeah, it was pretty funny. I showed one video of this Pride Parade there last night. I don't know if you, if you go back and look at my video, you'll see it. But I showed a Pride Parade, and it was a guy running down the street, or actually, walking down the street, and he didn't have any clothes on, but he had a bunny mask on, and his genital area was kind of what do you call it, like blurred out, so you couldn't see anything. And and I was saying, like, that's not really great for somebody to be in a pride parade there where there's a bunch of kids, children and stuff like that watching that, and seeing his totality of being nude. That wasn't great in my mind. And like after my stream last night showing that, I actually got a bit of a whack from YouTube. They ended up turning my YouTube video into being adult only from being just a normal video. So they changed the classification of my video. So on YouTube, apparently, even though it was blurred out and you couldn't really see anything at all, short of the fact that the guy was naked, but nothing adult. But YouTube didn't allow that at all. But yet, children out on the street would be able to see something like that. So I thought that was kind of interesting that happened to that video. If you were around here last night, you would have seen it when I was showing you that live. But that being said, I'm not going to show any more pride stuff on my stream here at all. I'm just going to forget about that, because all it does is get me into some kind of trouble, and then we have to end up having the video put to adult only, and then nobody really looks at stuff like that once that happens. So it's, and also if there's any monetization on the video at all, it ends up being not much monetization, because they can't find any advertisers that will advertise on something like that once you switch on adult only on your videos. So keep that in mind if you're a person that does videos. You know how you have those 3 classifications on a YouTube video. where the first one is children only. And if you select children only, well, you pretty much don't have the chat portion of it available. They shut off the chat. And then you have just a standard video, which gives you the chat and comments. And then you have adult only, which basically gives you less of an audience with that whole thing. Working on, if you see this light up in here, I've got a ring light on here, which is reflecting off of my window because it's getting later in the day here. And pretty soon it's going to be dark outside. So we'll kind of watch it as it goes dark out there. Well, if I have this background on here. Colette is in there. Hey, Colette, good to see you. Oh, where's Colette? Colette!
Oh, Catwoman. Catwoman, will you never learn?
That's right. Will you never learn? Oh, you're back. You're back again. Okay, it's on same time of the
tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.
There you go. There's your audio for the for the stream. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good here today. I didn't really go anywhere at all. I was going to go out maybe for a bit of a walk out on White Avenue or something like that, but I ended up not doing that. Waiting for my wife to get home. Maybe she can buy me something at the fast food joint or something here because I haven't had any supper. It's getting a little bit late here, so I might even eat something on stream here. We'll show you what I have. About all of us eating with some of these things here. Some licorice, soft Australian licorice. Oh, what is that? Oh, Darryl Lee. These things are actually pretty good. Plant-based. Oh, nice. These things are pretty non-GMO too. Oh, wow. That's actually a good thing. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos up here in Canada, political videos, because we have our new prime minister and he's trying to shut down oil, not build any pipelines, trying to make everything green. And he's got some new thing here now that they're trying to call carbon free. Is it carbon free oil? I don't know if there is such a thing, but apparently by way of carbon capture and trading carbon credits and stuff like that, that somehow is going to make oil green. And I just don't buy it. It's just a big cash grab. So I've been watching all that kind of stuff going on up here in Canada. Mutt's American Crime. Hey, good to see you. Age restriction is the death of a monetized video. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let me go over to the back end here of my StreamYard, or not StreamYard, but the studio, and let me actually turn on monetization. Sorry if you don't have premium, you might get some commercials or something there. And apparently they've been really hammering the commercials on these things when you turn the thing on here. Hang on here. I have to just refresh this a little bit here. Yeah, hopefully somebody that's a mod that has some extra powers there can turn on 5 second only and at least be a sub for 1 minute before you can comment. That would be great if we can do that. And let me just turn on monetization here for half a second. It's too bad that a mod can't turn that on as well. And it's an actual hassle here to have to go into this setting after I'm already live to turn that on. But let's see here. What does it say here? Let YouTube insert mid-rolls for you. Recommended. Choose how mid-rolls appear. Insert mid-rolls manually. No, I don't want to do that. I'll let YouTube do that. Balance, conservative, aggressive. I'll just go conservative here so that I won't throw too many mid-rolls in there. Commercials in the middle of my stream, that is. But there we go. I have it turned on here now. Hopefully I can get that set up so that it will work properly. There we go. But anyways, that little halo over my head, that means that I'm just a really good person. That's what that is. But it's the wrong way. I should actually have it turned this way so that the halo is like the saint, you know, over top of my head there. That would actually look a little bit better. But let's see if we can bring in some music here. A little bit of music. What's happening? Okay. What kind of music? We'll bring you the bongos here first. A little bit of background sound here with us here. Got some people walking down the street there. I don't know if you can see them there behind me. Still not dark out here. Who is it walking down the street? Oh, that looks like some Arabic people there. Some newcomers in the neighborhood there. Yeah, we're getting a lot of immigrants coming into Canada here. We had over 800,000 immigrants in the first quarter of 2025 come into Canada. I don't know what's with this government here, this liberal government. They just like, they just want to keep bringing more and more and more and more people in here. There's no housing for the people. There's no jobs for the people. And they're turning to crime. There's lots and lots of crime because there's no jobs, no money, no nothing. And they're just really taking over here, and it's getting to be hell in a handbag. Fentanyl all over the place. There was a big story that I just was looking at where a bunch of fentanyl, or no, actually it was meth. The products for meth, to be able to produce meth, were being sent over to Australia, and they arrested a couple of East Indian Canadians in Australia for trying to do that kind of stuff. And a whole bunch of bad people are coming into the country here. So it's not looking too good at all for us up here in Canada. We're kind of, you know, the regular people here are just, it's a uphill battle with the government, because the government is the same old liberals got reelected here again. We've had a liberal government up here in Canada for the last 10 years. They got reelected again. It's the same old, and not good for the whole economy here. It's you know, for me, hey, I'm okay. You know, I've got my bulletproof camera system here. So I've got cameras pointing out all of my windows here, watching everything that's going around in the neighborhood here, just trying to batten down the hatches here, as you might say. Got security on the doors and my shed and that kind of stuff. Hopefully nobody steals my car, or my truck, I should say, my little my Tacoma, my ladies pickup truck that I drive. I've got that the thing on the steering wheel there, the club, so that nobody will steal my vehicle. Get a club on your vehicle. That's the only way to stop your vehicle from being stolen, is with a club. They'll just look at that vehicle and they'll go, yeah, that not worth the trouble to saw the club off, or the steering wheel or whatever, to get that club off of there. So they'll just go and steal the next vehicle. Anyways, yeah, I wonder how everyone is doing out there. Hopefully you're doing well. I see Fry TV is out there. Got Mutt's American Crime. Mutt's American Crime. I don't know, is that Mutt out there, and you changed the name of your channel? I see you in there. I don't know if that is the good old Mutt from the good old days there. Maybe it is. Or is it somebody new there? Is that like American Crime? That might be Bullets and Barbecue. You had an American Crime type channel going on there. I'm not too sure. Got Bud Files in there. Good to see you. Got NY in there. NY Deb Suss in there. Good to see you. I love the Wackatroll. I'd laugh my ass off. 5-year experience. And parents were from Canada. Yeah, so you know what we're going through up here. We're like so liberal up here. It's like unbelievable. Well, actually, half of the country did vote conservative, but not quite enough to win the election. So we're paying the price here now for all the bad stuff that's been happening here. We got Bud Files in there. Hey, Bud Files, good to see you. Fry TV in there. Hey, Fry, good to see you. Let's see who else is in there. Mater 97 in there. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. Sun Honey Studio. Hey, good to see you. Saw you in there last night. maybe you watched that little clip there that I was talking about with the guy with the blurred out midriff there, that I got that YouTube thing. Scumdog in there. Hey, Scumdog. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. About time someone goes live. Yeah, damn, I'm good. Good to see you in there. Nice car there, by the way. I'm not sure what kind of car that is that you're driving there. Not sure what that is. Looks like maybe like some kind of a supercar, Corvette or something like that. Not too sure what that vehicle is there. Damn, I'm good. Good to see you. Let's see who else is popping in here. Got Mr. Mossad in there. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, love our legal immigrants. Yeah, if you're a legal immigrant, yeah, good for you, legal immigrants. But the illegal ones are pretty tough. Yeah, we have a lot of people that were allowed in, East Indians that were allowed into Canada as students. I think there's about 1 million visas that are going to be expiring, and so far our government doesn't have any way of rounding them up or making sure that they're asked to leave the country after their student visas expire, because like I say, we've got way too many people in the country here, not enough housing. Housing prices are going up, rents are going up, cost of living is going up. It's just getting to be hell in a handbag to be living up here in Canada here now. There are even some people that are immigrants that have come to Canada and are now crying that they can't find a job. They've gone to school, they've gotten their 2 years education, and they can't find a job, whatever. And it's going to be real tough for my kids when they end up looking for a job. They're going to be having a hard time finding a job. So I don't know. The only thing I can say is maybe it's good to learn to start your own business, do your own thing. That's the only way to get ahead in life, it seems. I don't know. New channel name, same mutt. Okay, sounds good. Same mutt. The same old mutt. There's Red Mama in there, looking good, Red Mama. Good to see you in there. We got Dory in there, Wizzy, and Nuts Simp. I need a trunk monkey or something. Need something like that. Listen to these bongos here. It sounds kind of weird here, kind of scratchy or something like that. Hang on, why is it so scratchy? We need some blues or something like that. Hang on, let me put some blues on here. Get some real music in here, not some bongo drums. Get rid of those bongos and let's go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Turn down that level a little bit here. All we need is a little background music, something like that. Okay, what else did I have here? Oh, we've got a different background here too. We've got this background here, and we've got it on a little thingamajiggy here where I can slideshow some different stuff into the background here. I was just working on this slideshow element here that I did have on my other setup before my computer crashed. So we've got this thing back on here again. Just let me go slideshow again here and just get this going with the background changing a little bit here about once every, I don't know what the number of seconds I have it. 10,000 milliseconds, my background will change to something else there. There we go. Get a little something different in here. Yeah, anyways, not doing too bad here. Charles Davis in there. Reptar Toll. Damn, I'm good. Don't ignore anyone. Quack 13 in there. Hey, Quack 13, good to see you. I'm still a little bit the popping noise. Yeah, I don't know. It was on that audio track there with the bongos. For some reason, it was playing some kind of a crack snapple pop in there with the bongo noises in there. I'm just playing around with artificial intelligence on the audio track here. And like I've got it set up so that I can play different genres of music. For example, this is blues rock. Let me change it over to, for example, 1960s psychedelic house music. Let's see what this one it sounds like. Well, it takes a couple of seconds, and then it will transition over to the new genre. Here we go. Some good old music. So I'm just playing around with this because I'm sick and tired of getting these music strikes. And I did have a bunch of stuff from using a source of music that was supposedly copyright free. And at the end of the day, it ends up giving me a whole bunch of copyrights, even though it's supposedly copyright free music. So I'm sick and tired of that stuff. So I've gone to, doing my own stuff here. And what this is it's like a music FX DJ setup that I have here now. And I can sort of switch between the different genres of music, and you can also switch the density, the brightness, and chaos. For example, I can move the chaos to, here's high chaos from low chaos. So get a bunch of weird stuff going on in here in the background. There's my UFO picture, looking good. Good to see you there, Quack. Quack in there, local down here. I've actually met Quack. We went for a little brunch there one day with myself, Quack, and a couple of other people from Facebook there. We did a kind of a meet and greet, you might say, for the first time. So good to see you in there, Quack. Got Miss Kelly in there. Good to see you there, Kelly, with crafting and coffee with Kelly. Good to see you in there. They can stay with you at the lake. Yeah, exactly. Come on down to the lake, have some fun at the lake. I'm looking to do something different at the lake there. I don't know if I actually will or not. I don't know. I'm just kind of at that point where I'm pretty stable. I've got my trailer at the lake and a little a golf cart and that kind of stuff, and we're having fun there. And looks like the kids are going to be having a day off on Monday, so we'll have a little bit of an extended, and the weather is starting to look pretty good. Not right this second, though. It's a little bit windy and not great out there today, but by tomorrow and for the next couple of days there, into next week, it's going to be not rainy, sunny, and into the mid-20s. So we're kind of looking forward to heading out to the lake again there come Friday. And so we'll see what happens there. I've been kind of maybe a little bit lackluster with not going live at the lake. There's a shot of Ottawa. I think this is when the convoy was in Ottawa. You can see all the people in the foreground there with lots and lots of people there. And now, whoa, we're in Trump territory now. We're in the Oval Office. Yeah, got the nice backgrounds there. I can be Trump. I'll have to put on that Trump hairpiece again there. Oh, and now we're down in the doldrums and when you have to be hidden from the tornadoes and stuff like that. I don't know what you call that. Anyways, that's what it is. Maybe I'll just stop it on one of these backgrounds so it looks good, whichever one looks the best. I don't know. But anyways, we're running it on a slideshow here right now so that you can check out a whole bunch of different backgrounds that I have set up in a kind of a slideshow here. And if I like one of them, I'll pick one of the nicest ones there. Sound is Arby pounding. Yeah. Old Arby. Arby doesn't like coming to my channel because there's too many trolls hanging out in my channel, and he doesn't like getting called you know, that BB handle that Charlie has given him there. So yeah, Arby doesn't like coming over here anymore because of you trolls in the chat there. So I don't know, we might have to ban some trolls. Whack-a-mole, as the title says there. Fry TV in the house. Good to see you there, Fry. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. You know, well, this is what the trouble is, Fry, is that the audio from StreamYard I have coming, you know, via a window. For example, a window. All of my stuff from all of my windows comes up into my Rodecaster Pro. And from there, it adds my audio from my microphone to the mix. And from there, I send it back over to my OBS Studio. And from OBS Studio, I send it out via cable D, as a matter of fact. Cable D, virtual cable. And cable D is where it picks up the audio on StreamYard. So that's how I have my whole thing set up here. But for some reason, whenever I actually bring on a guest with StreamYard, and by the way, the other part of it is my headphones here are picking up the audio from StreamYard. So they're connected up directly to StreamYard as well, my earphones here. But I also have my earphones connected up to Voice Meter Banana, which is, that's the way that I can hear my audio here right now is via Voice Meter Banana, because I have it monitoring cable D as well. So that's how I'm able to hear my audio, because I always like to hear my audio, because then I can hear the music that's playing and whatever. The only problem is there's a bit of a delay from the point that I go up. It's like I talk and then it comes into my headphones a quarter second later. You know what I'm talking about, because there's a bit of a delay from the audio going from my Rodecaster to the OBS Studio to the cable D to where I'm picking it up. So anyways, that's a bit of technical talk there. But I still haven't gotten it quite figured out here as to how I can make it pick up the audio from the guest that's in on the StreamYard and still be able to play the music and everything else in here and make it all work, because I end up getting that echo, because it seems like the audio from the guest comes in on StreamYard, which is then picked up by my Rodecaster, because otherwise I don't hear the guest at all, right? So anyways, that's part of the problem of how I have it set up here. I don't know what the solution to it is at the moment. I know that I did have it figured out before, and it shouldn't be all that difficult, but still, I'm having a bit of problem with setting that up. I know you said to send you a text there, and you'd help me out with that a little bit. And somehow there's got to be a way to fix that. We'll have to try that. Try something that will fix that out. Hey, yeah. Now, word from our sponsor. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hey, if you're out there just watching us, got 35 people watching. If you're just watching, hit that sub button. If you're just new in here, subscribe to the channel. 7,717 people. I lost a bunch of subs. I was up to about 740 some subs there at one point, but because I haven't been going live all that much lately, and it seems like if you go live vertical, you pick up more subs. And I have given up on going live vertical. Too many people complain when I go live vertical, because then you can't see some of the stuff that I feed out here. So, yeah, there you go. You lose subs when that happens, unfortunately. Classic rock. Let's bring it up here a little bit with classic rock. Let's get her going here. Classic rock. Oh yeah. I don't know. Maybe the audio is the background music that you're listening to, because the background music goes a little bit wonky there if I don't watch it. It's like, you know, I have to be one of these guys on the whatchamacallit, on the turntables. Does my audio sound okay though? Like the audio from myself, like when I talk, audio sound okay? It sounds okay. Give me a 1, because I know sometimes my audio goes bad, and then I have to jump out of StreamYard and back in here again. But my background audio there might be a little bit wonky. Yeah, I log into your system to fix it. Yeah, that might. Well, see, the only thing is that I can figure out how to fix it, but I have to have a guest on the panel in order to figure out, okay, when the guest is on, now I have to be able to figure out how I can listen to the guest talking, and also be able to listen to my music and stuff like that I have, you know, that I can bring onto the stream. So I have to be able to have a guest on the panel in order to fix it. Because if I don't have a guest on here, or if I'm not live, then I can't fix the problem. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be live with a guest on the panel, and then go into the mode of, okay, now what do I do? Make this adjustment, that adjustment, the other adjustment, and fix the problem. And the problem is that when you have a guest on, while you're devoting your time talking to the guest, you know, so then I end up just disconnecting everything, and then put on my little 2-bit microphone here, this little thing, and talk in this little microphone. And that fixes the problem. I know that it works, but then I can't play music and stuff like that when I have a guest on the panel here. That's the only bad part about that, if you know what I mean. You're good, Mater. Or does it sound like static, like ordinarily? Like even like right now, if I'm not saying anything, or if there's no music in the background and it's just me talking, does it sound like static in the background? Because I don't hear any static at all. And I'm monitoring this cable that I'm feeding over into StreamYard. So I don't know why that might be happening, but I'm just going to look. Actually, hang on a second here. I'm going to actually bring up my stream on my phone here and just do a quick check on the audio here. This is what I'm going to do. This way here I can actually figure it out, if whether or not it sounds half decent or half terrible or whatever. So just hang on a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad. Let me just check it with music here now. Yeah, it's a little bit weird music. Like the music itself that I'm playing is a little bit weird. Sounds like it's not too bad though. But definitely some of this music is a little bit weird though, where has a bit of static noise in the music because I can hear that. Originally, the first bit of music that I was playing there had a bit of static in it. How about Jamaican? Let's play some Jamaican music here. Maybe that might be a little bit better. Some good old reggae music. Let's do it up. It's Bob Marley hour on the Tommy Temper Show. Let's go. I should have a background of the pyramids, the Egyptian pyramids or something like that. That might be better. Let's see. That background is really going quickly. All kind of different backgrounds there. It's a buffer setting or kilohertz setting. Maybe. Buffer setting. That might be what it is. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if it's... well, I'm actually listening to the audio. Like, I'm listening to cable D coming out of my OBS via my voice meter banana. So, you know, the audio sounds good in my earphones here. And it didn't sound too bad on the actual phone that I was, listening to it. So, I don't know. But maybe, yeah, Masad, sounds good to you there. Am I the mole? No, I'm not the mole. Might be somebody else out there is the mole. Everyone is making fun or doxing other people or doing stuff like that. And, I'm just doing my own thing, not worrying too much about what everyone else is up to. But, everyone else is mad at somebody else or, trying to put somebody down or make fun of somebody else or whatever. There's all kind of fighting going on there amongst the people in the various communities, and it's kind of spilling over from everyone from DOA, who's like he just plain bans you up. So he bans people and pisses people off, right? So DOA is pissed off so many people. And then you've got other people that like DOA and whatever, are friends with him, whatever. And then they bad talk people that DOA has banned. So you've got that whole genre of people that are doing their stuff. Like Sticker Chick, for example, and Newfie Princess. And then you got Betty White there that's... got stuff going on between Newfie Princess and Bullets and Barbecue, and like myself, I'm like I try, like I say every time I go live, I try and like everyone, and everyone else is fighting fighting between each other, and I just try and kind of mind my own business, and But on the other hand, sometimes I stick up for people. So sometimes I stick up for Betty White. Sometimes I'm sticking up for Newfie Princess. Sometimes I'm sticking up for, somebody out there. And of course, somebody else hates those people. So then at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, who you talk about. You're inevitably pissing somebody else off because you like somebody or you talk about somebody. You know what I mean? Or like Red Mama, and then you've got Angie and that whole, sector of the love-hate relationship going on there. What's happening with Red Squirrel, though? I haven't seen Red Squirrel go live for a long time. I don't even know whatever happened to him. He's just sort of, was he a flash in the pan there? He came in there, called... threatened to eat DOA's cat, and then all of a sudden disappeared. I don't know what happened to Red Squirrel or Red Admiral. I don't know. Red Mama, what's ever happened to him there? I haven't seen him around there lately. So yeah, I just try and be my own self. Damn, I'm extra good. Exactly. It's all a game. Yeah. Betty says, then I'm not playing this game. Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to put people down or put people on a pedestal or whatever. It's hard for me to be friends with people because who do I know who I should be friends with? Because it seems like everyone is either friends with other people or they're enemies. But there's a lot more enemies out there than there are friends, it seems, and then people go to various channels and spout off about other people, and you end up being enemies with somebody else because of what you say. So yeah, I just don't want to. Actually, I didn't start a damn thing with Newfie, says Betty White. Yeah, well, it seems like maybe Newfie is the one that's, obviously she's causing a lot of trouble, just like Bullets and Barbecue causing trouble. It's kind of like that. I got my wife phoning me here, so hang on a second here. Let me get this phone call. Okay, I just ordered a Taco Bell burrito, so I'm going to be getting a burrito coming back to me here pretty soon. So I'll eat that burrito on stream here. Yeah, D says I try to ignore a lot of it. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that everyone kind of fights with each other. But you know what? It's not just these communities here. It's like I see it all over the place. Like I'm part of lots of different communities, and there's certain channels out there that I would call hit channels. Okay, if some people don't like you, then they kind of start up a hit channel, right? And all they do is they sit there and bad talk you. All day long on their channel, and there are some channels like that do that, and that's what I'm kind of seeing, is that there are people that do their own thing, and they say stuff, and they may not say stuff that people like all the time, and people pick up on the things that they don't like that people have said, and then they start up hit channels to push back at other people that they don't like. So I don't know, just be careful that you don't just start up your stream and just bash other people. That's not good. I don't really like associating myself too much with other hit channels out there. Like for example, there's some guys like Kelly Caldwell, if you know him at all. That whole crew with Nitro Freak, freaking Kelly Caldwell, and all of them. They do their own thing, and of course, they say stuff and whatever, and they piss people off and whatever. And then you've got somebody by the name of Hossel, Hossl, who has kind of started up a hit channel, and all she does is just restream other people and talk about basically Kelly Caldwell and a bunch of them, Nitro Freak and them, and her channel is just devoted to just bashing that whole group of people, and I just don't want to go in and be associated with a hit channel per se, and I see the same thing with Sticker Chick. If you look at Sticker Chick is her channel is basically a hit channel. All she does is she fire up and talks negatively about people that DOA has basically thrown under the bus or doesn't like or has banned, right? People like Vaughn Michelle, same thing with Newfie Princess, and then I've heard that Newfie Princess has gone and doxed her. You know what I mean? So you get into these little fights that go on between the different people in the different channels. And, I see what's going on. I don't like it at all. But, to the same degree, some people do stuff that pisses other people off, and then they end up, doing things like that. I like to say, hey, let's invite everybody in and everybody have a fun time, and not piss people off. And if you don't piss people off, well, then they're not gonna dox you. Dory says Sticker spits facts. Well, yeah, but she also sticks up for DOA. Basically she's leg riding DOA, and basically bashes anyone that DOA is thrown under the bus. So is that a good thing? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Why do something like that? That, hey, she does what she wants to do. That's her own prerogative. I don't like it, and she could probably, like I've told her in her comments, because I comment once in a blue moon on her streams, and I say, hey, you know what? Like you're wasting an awful lot of your life just bashing other people, whatever, in these communities and stuff like that. You could probably be doing something a little more productive. And she says, well, yeah, you're not going to be around that much longer either, Tommy Temper. What are you doing wasting your life there too? Well, yeah, good point. Yeah. And that's why I want to kind of move away from all of the drama, because that's what it is. It's drama, right? You're devoting your life to the drama. And it's like I look at DOA, where he's like the protester, the paid protester dude, that's got his channel. And basically he's a YouTuber, just like I am, and just like a lot of other people are, right? And DOA, he started out not bad, because he was like against the mainstream media. He was like, he had pasted on the side of his van, the media is the virus, DOA, defender of ants. I guess it's supposed to be defender of the little guy or something, that being brainwashed by the media, right? Which, hey, that whole thing I got. I understand what's going on there. But then he got involved with the convoy, and then he got onto this tangent of there's some kind of a pedophile that was at the convoy, okay, and then other people are like protectors of the pedophile, or or platforming the pedophile or whatever, and got onto that whole tangent, and ended up standing out there with the bullhorn, calling people pedos or pedo protectors and that kind of stuff, like totally off of the whole idea of the media is the virus that he started out with. And from there it ended up that he moved on from the convoy and got into trouble there, where people ended up getting restraining orders on him for doing driving by their houses and stuff like that. There was a bunch of that crap that was going on, not only between him, but with Telescope and Red Squirrel and DOA, and there was a whole bunch of them that were doing all kind of wacky stuff. That were getting them ROs and stuff like that. So then he ended up moving on to the Scientology thing. I think he sort of saw what was going on with Scientology, and they had some pretty big numbers there, because Scientology, you can get 500 or 1,000 people watching you at one time, which is great for your YouTube channel. Great. Everyone likes to have big numbers, right? Big numbers are good for your channel. I agree with that as well. I would like to have a lot higher numbers as well, but I'm not really working my channel like other people are. Oh, it's my wife again. Uh-oh. Okay, that was my wife again. Change of venue. We're not going to get a Arby, or no, not going to get a what was it, Taco Bell. We're switching to Arby's now. So I'm going to get some kind of an Arby sandwich. So hopefully it will be not bad. I'll get 2 Arby sandwiches. I want something with a little bit of lettuce in it, but usually you get an Arby and it all is just a whack of meat in between 2 slices of bread. You know what I mean? But I like that Arby sauce, that white Arby sauce, that hot sauce. I like that stuff. So we'll go with that. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So then at the professional protester ends up going and he was going to go and mess with the guys that were down at the border, right? Doing the videos down at the border. You had Taco Joe and those guys that were down there, but he got kind of sidetracked because come onto the scene was a whole bunch of these protesters down with the Scientology thing doing that. By the way, I wonder whatever happened to some of the other people that were on there dealing with the Scientology. Thinking of that now. But anyways, he ended up protesting Scientology, and really, that Scientology is a lot of people are involved with that, and obviously they're pretty smart people because they don't like to be bothered by anybody, and if you bother them, well, they hit back pretty hard. So that's what ended up happening to him, where he ended up getting charged with a whole bunch of different offenses, and now is dealing with the court consequences of that whole thing. And well, we'll see what happens with that. And now he's kind of changed over to where he's like Sanford and Son. The DOA is now the Sanford and Son thing there, where he's helping some guy clean out his junk pile in his garage or something like that. I don't know if you've been watching DOA there lately, but he's not protesting anybody anymore. He's so disillusioned because he's having to go to court. He's got that cloud hanging over his head. He doesn't know if he's going to go to jail or what. I don't know if he's still wearing that ankle bracelet that they put on him there. So yeah, that whole thing is going on there. So he's kind of he's not the professional protester anymore. I guess he maybe learned his lesson that you got to watch out who you protest there and what you say and what you do. And, because they might come back and, hey, do exactly what they did, lay charges on you and get you into a whole bunch of legal trouble, which ends up costing you a lot of money. He's still doing good as far as getting donations and stuff like that, because people are still donating, a fair amount to him. I don't know, how much. I don't watch him all that often, but he's basically more gone into a kind of a pouting mode where he's just dealing with his own problems and being he's still bashing other people because he's talking about Becky and some of those people there, and whatever. Maybe he thinks that everyone else is like the bad guy that got him into trouble or something like that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, he's going to have to go to court and, see the judge, and the judge is going to do his thing, Maybe he'll get off, maybe it'll be nothing, all for naught. I don't know. But we'll soon find out what's happening there. But in the meantime, Sticker Chick is absolutely doing his work for him, right? Because she is hitting hard at anybody like Vaughn. Vaughn is like very vocal. She didn't like what she got thrown under the bus by DOA, and she doesn't like what happened. And she's out there almost every day. And when you have Sticker Chick also hitting back at Vaughn, that pisses Vaughn off, right? And keeps her going even more against. Now Vaughn is going at it against Sticker Chick and DOA. And if Sticker Chick wasn't there, Vaughn wouldn't be quite as vocal, because really there's not too much to say about DOA, because DOA is not doing too much. He's just Sanford and Son cleaning out the garage, you know, and whatever. And his streams are not all that interesting when it's you know, bad camera work and you know, showing whatever, some clean out of a garage and stuff like that. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's kind of gone sideways, the whole thing. Betty White says, and by the way, Tommy, I've never doxed Bullets. He was, what's that? Doing something there to Nuts on Kick. Then he doxed your granddaughter and her grandparents. He doxed the wrong grandmother. And yes, I'm shouting. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I don't like anybody that does any kind of doxing. You know, don't dox people. I've seen, you know, but this is what happens is usually people get pissed off, right? If you piss somebody off, they're gonna hit back at you, and they might hit back at you by just bad mouthing you. And if that doesn't work and you're still fighting with them, then they're gonna dox you, you know? So it never pays to be like negative towards anybody on the internet, because you piss people off. And when you piss them off, the worst that they can do is dox you, you know? Well, I shouldn't say the worst. Other than that, they can come to your house. They can do a drive by your house, whatever. That's the next level, doxing and then drive by your house. But of course, if you're live far away from where the other people are, they're not going to drive by your house. If they're close enough to be able to do a drive by, they're going to do that if it gets to the next level. And, you know, for that reason, I don't want anybody coming doing a drive by my house. I don't want somebody banging on my door or causing me any grief, you know. So for that reason, I don't like to, you know, hit at anyone in particular. Now, if you're in the States, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to come up to Canada and bang on my door and come and say, oh, Tommy Temper, I'm going to come and get you or whatever. You know, it's probably just about zero that that's going to happen. People don't go out of their way to go to a different country to go at anyone. But that being said, you know, for example, Antifa, right? I'm a right winger. I'm not a fan of Antifa. I don't like what they're doing or what they have done or what they might do. And there are people that are of that ilk that live in my community here. So I don't want those people to come bashing at me, you know, and they're quite well aligned with the LGBTQ community. So again, for that reason, I don't really want to say anything really super negative about that whole community. Really, they can do what they want. I don't have anything against them, and I'm not a so-called homophobe. Like, it's really easy to call me a homophobe, thinking that I don't like people that are LGBTQ. No, I don't really care whether you're LGBTQ or not. I really don't. You know, like, that's up to you to do what you want to do. I'm not against any community at all. But, you know, I don't like to see people doing bad stuff, you know, and I see Antifa doing some bad stuff, burning buildings and, you know, causing grief or fighting or beating people up, whatever, at rallies and stuff like that. That I don't like. Which I don't think anybody would like that. And the LG community is kind of intertwined with with that side of the fence. So I don't really want to sit here and bash any of those people at all. They can do what they want to do. Let them, you know, do what they want on their own terms, in their own space, whatever. And I'm not trying to get in their face or anything like that. But, you know, on the other hand, I might poke at them a little bit or whatever. You know, who cares? You know, that's not going to change my life, and it's not going to change their life. But, you know, I don't hate anyone. And that's the whole thing, is that the LG community thinks that people that don't like them or that are not, you know, of their ilk, that they think that everyone else hates them. And that's wrong to be thinking that. And I'm kind of, it surprises me to think that they think that everyone hates them. And that's not the case. Not everyone hates what's going on there. So just keep that in mind. I poke fun at them, whatever, and I go like, hey, I don't want my tax money being used to, for example, paint a rainbow crosswalk in my community so that rainbow crosswalk is in my face every time I cross a certain intersection or something like that, you know, and I go, well, why the hell was my money, my tax dollars, used to paint a crosswalk on the ground when I don't have anything to do with that community, and I don't care what they do, and I don't need that in my face, you know, kind of a thing. So, you know, that's where I come from, right? And you have to understand that. But that doesn't make me a, quote, homophobe. You know, I'm not like that much against them. I just don't want stuff in my face, right? There you go. So there you go. Elm is in there. Hey, Elm, good to see you. Who else is in there? We got Sassy Pants 420 in there because he likes Newfie and makes excuses for. Yeah, well, Newfie has been on my channel a bit. She's been on my panel, right? Her and I talk to each other on StreamYard. That's all. That's the only way that I know Newfie, is that she's Canadian, and that was another reason. There were very few people on here on YouTube that were Canadian. Newfie was Canadian though, so you know, her being a Canadian, yeah, well, that's what I have in common with Newfie. Short of she came on my panel a few times, and I had a chance to talk to her, and I understand where she's coming from. She knows where I'm coming from, but short of that, I don't really stand up for or support anybody if they're doing bad things. And if she's doing bad things, well, shame on her, you know. And rarely does Newfie come over to my channel here because I basically don't go live all that much, you know. So, again, I don't like, it's the same thing as Bullets and Barbecue. I don't support Bullets and Barbecue. I don't know him from a hole in the wall. He's American. He runs a channel there that was like Black Crime in America or something like that, and does his own thing, but is quite somebody that if you get on his wrong side, then he will probably dox you. I've heard that he doxes people, right? And that's not to say that I have not been doxed. I get doxed, not so much anymore. It's pretty rare that I get doxed. Once in a while, I'll have people use my real name. Of course, Tommy Temper is not my real name. But I prefer that I don't use my real name on the internet. That's all. No need to have my name over and over and over again on YouTube here. Facebook was a little bit different. Facebook was, they wanted you to make an account where it was your real name, your real identity, whatever. And now I understand that it's not a good idea to actually use your real name on the internet, right? Not on Facebook, not on YouTube, not anywhere here, because of the fact that there are some pretty mean people out there, crazy people that will do stuff to you that you don't expect, and it doesn't take much. All you have to do is just say the wrong thing to them, or be on the wrong side of the fence, and they will end up doxing you. And for that reason, I don't like my real identity to be plastered all over the internet here on a daily basis. In fact, if it got to be too much, I would just turn the switch off and go away, and not even go live. And I knew that would be a problem when I started up a YouTube channel. And I kind of almost made a pact to not talk about the LG community on my YouTube channel, which I do once in a while. And there are people out there that, say stuff to me about that, whatever. And, I don't mind saying a few little things or whatever. But I like to just do my own thing, stick to my own self, and not have to worry about the trolls. Be friendly with the trolls, not have to whack-a-mole too much, and just be kind to everybody out there. It's tough to be kind, but we have to be kind. Otherwise, we end up fighting with each other. Elm, are you going to be heading out? Okay, well, have a good night, all. Elm, good to see you in there. Scumdog, good night, Tommy in chat. Masad commercial was house flipping the showed crack den house or whatever. Just reading the chat a little bit there. We got Sasquatch in there. I'm a musician. I'm not afraid. Yeah, exactly. But you know, I'm more of a like a right winger. Not you know, I wouldn't say a far right or extreme right wing type person, right wing extremist or whatever you want to say. You know, and everyone likes to you know, pigeonhole people into you're either a far left extremist or a far right extremist or that kind of thing. Well, not everybody is that. I would say that if you're an Antifa type person, yeah, you're a far left extremist. And if you're a Proud Boy or you know, a KKK or something like that, then you're probably a far right-wing extremist, whatever. And otherwise, other than that, you're probably somewhere in the middle. Let's get some different music in here. Let's try some 80. What's this 808 hip hop beat? What's this hip hop? Check it out. Oh my. This might have a little too much bass in it. Funky. Let's go funky. What the heck is that? That's a little bit weird funky. That doesn't even sound like funky to me. How about glitchy? Glitchy effects. Hang on, here's glitchy effects. A little bit too fast, I think. Oh, I don't know about that. I like just a standard blues rock or something like that. Here we go. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. There, if you're a musician, you'll like that. You're a moose musician. Had a couple of moose running around Edmonton here lately, by the way. And the baby moose got killed, but the mother moose is still alive, from what I hear. We were talking about that there last night. Good to see you, Sasquatch Hunter from Alaska. Good to see you in there. Why am I ignoring the Newfie quote? Why am I ignoring the Newfie quote? Cujote quote. I don't know, but my Arby sandwich is coming in here right away. So I'm going to be eating an Arby here right away. Yeah, I'm not, I'm a little bit slow on the chat here right now. But we're looking at the chat here right now. Elm says, Brother Masad, let me be a little unkind from time to time. Credence, yeah, Credence Clearwater Revival. Clearwater Revival. How about the old taking care of business, working overtime? Tommy Stone. No, I'm not stoned. I stopped doing any kind of marijuana a while ago, whatever, a few months ago. Basically, I never did much of anything there up until it was legalized, and then after that happened, oh good, we got something in here. Oh, look at this. This looks pretty good. From the Arby store. Looks like some kind of a thingamajiggy. And then I've got this coming in. The Arby sandwich. Yeah, horsey sauce. The horsey sauce. Okay, I got a straw. One's enough. But yeah, if you have an Arby's, well, of course, you want to get the horsey sauce. sauce. It's the white sauce. You want the white sauce. I like the white sauce. It's like a horseradish or something like that. So yeah, we'll put that on that sandwich. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you got a iced tea, it looks like, eh? Looking good. Okay, well, everyone hates it when I eat stuff on line here. Because they go, hey, what are you doing? You're chewing with your mouth open. Well, this is pretty good. This is like some kind of vanilla type drink. Cold vanilla drink. Yeah, I need this. AJ, chicken farmer. I'm on Arby's. Looking good. Super salty in there. Dropping a link. Probably to his latest video. Super salty. Good to see you in there. Yeah. This drink is actually pretty good. I like that drink. This cup looks weird if I hold it over here. The golden dome disappears off of the drink over here, but when I put it over here, the golden dome reappears again. That's kind of weird, eh? Strange. The video. Jamocha shake. No, this tastes like vanilla. What is this? What do you call this? Vanilla shake. Ah, okay. It's a vanilla shake. Tastes good. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Let me get this. What does it say? You have the meats. What? You have the meats. You have the meats. Where did these guys learn how to write a sentence? You have the meats. The meats. Is that their new slogan? You have the meats. You have the meats. Okay. I didn't know that was the Arby slogan. I guess I'm finding out here now. Hang on here. Let me open this thing up and see what's inside here. I'll show you right away. Oh, actually, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, it looks like a nice bun. And then the bun has, it looks like bacon in there. And cheese. And some kind of meat in there. Kind of hard to... Definitely got bacon in there. So let me just slop this Arby sauce on top of it here. So that it leaks all over my t-shirt here when I'm eating it. Oh, it's that white sauce. Oh, Masad, this sauce is for you. That white sauce. I know what you're going to say. So don't say it. But I know that's what it looks like. Yeah, it does. White sauce. The white sauce. Oh, man. All over my burger. Or whatever it is here. The white sauce. This isn't chicken, though. This is the standard Arby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the horseradish sauce, all right. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like with that white sauce on it. There you go. So it's all slopped on there. Looking good. Oh, it's a toasted bun too, so that's good. Looking good. Not sesame bun though. And there is a little bit of lettuce on that thing too. The Newfie quote. Yeah, I'm not I didn't see it. I don't see everything in the chat. Don't think that I read everything in the chat. I like the Reuben, says D. Mukbang segment, yeah, favorite. Yeah, it makes you want to order something now, Masad. You're gonna have to order an Arby's now or something. So let me have a bite of this thing here. Meter in there. Where's yours? Yeah, making you hungry. D. Favorite is a gyro. Did you cancel your taco order? Yeah, well, yeah. We ordered the taco first, the burrito, and then my wife phoned me back and then said, "Hey, how about Arby's instead?" I don't know why. Maybe they were driving a different direction or something like that, and went by the Arby's store instead of the taco store. Okay, let me have a bite of this burger here, or whatever you want to call it, Arby sandwich. Again, I don't like doing this on camera. Got lettuce and everything falling out of it. Looks pretty good. The lettuce doesn't show up on my chroma key. Shows up as clear. Look, I got some of that hot sauce on my lip there. Very good though. Very good. Oh, that bacon is like sweet. Looks like sweet, smoky bacon. Really, it's like it's got sugar on that bacon. Sugar bacon. Very good. Gives it. I never had bacon like that. Was that sweet before? Looks pretty good. DWP in the house. Hey, yeah. Have a bite. Have a bite on me. Looks pretty good, except for that hole in the middle of the sandwich there, where the chroma key doesn't pick up the lettuce all that well. Anything green is going to look invisible on my screen here. But yeah, pretty good sandwich. Absolutely, you got to try one of these. What is this one called? This is the bacon Arby. Bacon Arby cheeseburger. Cheese sandwich. It's brown sugar maple. Maple? So it's Canadian? Canadian maple. Oh. Actually pretty good. Turned green when it went in my mouth, yeah. Pretty good, huh? Remember when it was a five roast beef sandwiches for $5? Yeah. I don't know how much this sandwich was here. Probably. How much? $13.99 combo. The sandwich combo was $13.99. Food has really gotten expensive up here. Up in Canada. Brown sugar bacon. Kind of tastes like maple or something there. Maple bacon. Good. Where's Sandy Foster and Cadamus Rex? They should be in here saying, Tommy Tepper, don't you ever eat home-cooked food? We always eat fast food all the time. You're gonna die young, get fat. Maybe. Sounds like Telescope on the guitar. Yeah, I remember when Telescope used to play on his channel, and I said, Telescope, quit playing that guitar. Sounded so terrible. And then he stopped playing his guitar. He actually stopped going live. The only time I hear him going live is when he's doing a something at a event, you know, like going out to the bar or something like that. This is blues rock. Hey, Pam, that's something that Al Munson would say. Come on, get a little more original. Pretty good, though. Almost done. No, what's Broccoli's new nickname now? I'm not aware of that. This is artificial intelligence music, so if it's not good, don't blame me. Blame the artificial intelligence. It's the way the world is going. Oh, Frosty Arby. No, I got to be careful. Read the fan mail. Yeah, right. Some of it is going to be pretty nasty. A little bit of dreamy music. How's that? Not gonna lie, tastes pretty good with that brown sugar bacon. Not bad. Minty. We're pretty minty monkey. Monty. Full Monty. Hang on. I'll show you how this works here. Hang on a second. Let me just, instead of Spotify, I'll bring on this thing. Here, hang on. Where is Music FX? I don't know what's going on here. There's my subs, though. See if we can pump that sub number up a little bit there. We're at 7716. I haven't gained one sub on this whole stream here yet. Eating lettuce now. Good. But why can't I pick up this Music FX here? This seems kind of weird. How about weather? Oh, excusez-moi. Hang on here. That's that one. Why can't I? Subs, Chrome, channel analytics. Ozbot. Notepad. Weird. It's like I can't. Let me see if this one works. Weather information. Here it is. Why can't I get this thing on here? I'm trying to show you this thing that that has the sound on it here, but it doesn't want to bring it on here. Hang on, let me move that over to a different window here. See if I can get it working here. Ah, here it is. Okay, this might do it. Okay. This is how it works. This is where I'm playing what it is that you're actually looking at here, or I'm looking at what I'm playing audio wise. Okay, so right now we've got Dreamy. If you can see Dreamy right here, and I can move this Dreamy so that it's totally off. Okay, so now there's no audio. Okay, so if you look at here. Here's glitchy effects, psychedelic bongos, psychedelic house music. So, for example, if I want to play psychedelic house music, we put this one up, and then I just start it here. And there's a bit of a time lag, and then it starts up with the new music here, right? And let's see if I move this up a little bit here. You can see where here's the other part of it here where it has, so this is like an artificial intelligence DJ setup, right? And the name of it is Music FX -labs, Google FX. So but anyways, that's how I'm getting this music in here. And basically the bottom part of it here, this screen here, gives you the ability to, for example, go in here with the volume slider. If I go in here, here's that volume slider. Turn it up a little bit. Can stop it, start it. I can mess with the density, with the brightness, and with the chaos. And it may not sound like there's much happening here, and there's a bit of a delay from when you do something to when it comes in here. But you can see you can adjust some of the stuff here. You can get rid of the drums, bass, other. So it gives you the ability to change some of the stuff here. And there's also the beats per minute and the key you can change as well. Right now it's set to auto. Beats per minute is also set to auto. But you can also change the beats per minute. Apply. Oh, you got to apply it. .80. There's down to 60. do some changes like that. Okay. So, but anyways, other than that setting, there's these settings right here, okay, which you can change these, like right here. You see this, if I get rid of one, like if I don't like Dreamy, for example, I can just go in here and click Dreamy and throw it in the garbage. This will actually shut it off. And now we've got psychedelic on there. But then you can select more here. Now you see here, you have all of these settings right here. Or if I select more, I can go like electro swing, for example, or Celtic folk, for example, neo soul. Here's something called echo. What's echo? I have no idea what echo is. Let me first of all get rid of the one that's playing there. Here's echo. And what's neat about this is that you can add or modify this by changing. For example, if I want to add two of these together, I can make bongos. Here's bongos. I'll add a bongo in here along with this, okay? Check the bongo. If I turn it up to about the same setting, then it will bring the bongos in here. But it'll actually play two of them at the same time. See what I'm doing there? And here I can get rid of the bongos. And it will be just echo. There's a bit of a delay from when you actually make an action to when it actually happens. But it is pretty slick on how it works. Very slick. Let me just move this up a little bit here. We'll get rid of, like, for example, this hip-hop beat one here. And we'll look for another one here. Like bluegrass. Here's bluegrass. So we'll bring in bluegrass and we'll get rid of echo. Pacer the ostrich. Not that I like that. This echo is kind of cool though. Let me get rid of the bluegrass. Let's see if we can bring in some something like we got R&B, pop punk, jam band, banjo. Let's bring a banjo in here. A little bit of Deliverance coming up. Just for you, chat. Okay, let's add a little blues rock to the banjo. That's a weird combo. Get rid of the banjo. Bring in some accordion. Just for Newfie Princess. Arr! I used to buy the bills of boats, and I used to buy the sails of. I was the guy that catches the fish and brings them home to Lizer. Okay, let's get rid of that accordion. What's this? Digital hardcore. Holy. That's pretty hardcore. Electro swing. Marching band. Time for the marching band. Let's go. The parade is starting. Well, what this is artificial intelligence DJ is what I would classify it as. Music FX DJ, special effects, and it's all it's not real. And this here doesn't really have singing, although there is the odd one that has kind of a bit of weird singing. It's the marching band. Get rid of that marching band. See what else we have here. Fuzz guitar, frantic percussion, viola, pop, punk. What's this? Indian classical. I wonder what that would be like. Indian classical. East Indian? Welcome to Canada. Come on down to Tim Hortons. We have a donut for you. Looking good. P. Diddy, yeah. Classic rock. Nature sounds. Truth teller in Virginia. Yeah, no baby oil here. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Here's the bottle of baby's oil right here. P. Diddy. We're not kidding. It's the P. Diddy special. Loot. I don't know what this one is. What's this one here? Existential angst. Wonder what that one would be like. Let's find out. Pretty mundane. We'll kill that one. Alternative country. Oh, I wonder what that'd be like. Okay, it's got to be something better here. Hang on. Oh, real reggae. Okay, let's reggae it up a little bit here. Time for Bob Marley. Let's go. No, they haven't searched my Arby. Get down, man. Welcome to Jamaica. It's the Tommy Temper Show in Jamaica, coming to you live from Jamaica, man. Get with it. Wet the wood, get the ting, man. Yeah. We be with it. Visit the ostrich. How's the ostrich farm coming along? Have they culled any ostriches yet? I know they were looking. I saw that the ostrich farm was looking for a Starlink there today, and somebody got him a Starlink over onto the farm. Oh man, there's nothing like hip hop opera. Hip hop opera. That's the new genre just out. Let's go hip hop opera. Gotta love it. Hip hop. I don't know where Queenie is these days. She was going to go visit Mother Nancy up in Cold Lake, but I don't know what happened to that trip. Then she was back in Saskatchewan or something. I don't know where she is now. Haven't really been following her the last couple of days, so not sure where Queenie is. Well, hip-hop opera is a bust. It's a bust. We're going to have to go to garage rock instead. Ooh, experimental. That's got to be good. Let's go experimental all the way. Whoa. Needs an inhaler. What's going on? Too much smoking. Got to cut back on that reggae weed, man. Otherwise, you'll need an inhaler. Breathing treatment. Yeah. Too much weed will do it. You don't want to do that, man. It's too experimental, man. Let's go back to reggae, man. Polka. New wave. Hey man, we're doing really well, man. Let's do like a combination of new wave and reggae. Kind of cool. I'm liking it, man. Good running music for the ostrich. That doesn't sound like a mix, though. Some things don't mix really well. Pull that back and you get into reggae. Nice transition into reggae. Fairy dust. Techno. Okay, techno. Okay, let's get into a dance here. You ever been to a dance, a techno dance? Ever gone to a club like that where they play techno beats all night long? Yeah, man, let's boogie. Let's go. More chaos. Kraftwerk, yeah. Sounded a bit like that. I thought there was one on here that was like a UFO or alien or something like that. Because you got this one, the psychedelic. Oops, hang on here. Moog. Remember when electronic music first came out? It was this Moog synthesizer. Remember that? This is what the original electronic music sounded like. Original Moog. That doesn't sound like it, does it? Hang on. Let's shut it off completely and then start it up again. See if this helps. Sounds pretty weird. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Moog. Bring this one back. The heck is this one? Bird with lips? What is bird with lips? Just something weird, that's for sure. We'll kill that one. Looking for one that I'm sure there was one here that I remember seeing that was like a alien or something, or UFO, something like that. Oh yeah. We're having fun tonight. Ominous drone. This is the Ukrainian special. Heading over to Russia. The ominous drone. Leo. Oh, the amazing houses. Yeah. Those are the new Canadian housing, courtesy of Kearney. The modular housing. still like the new wave. Live from the Artificial Intelligence Studio. I'm almost finished my milkshake. That's a good milkshake. Arby. Arby shake. That doesn't sound too bad, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we'll get rid of the garage rock. Fiddle. We'll just stick with weird noises, okay? It's kind of weird. Fifth wheel. Thanks, Leo. It's nice for a place away from a home away from home that I can go to for the weekends and stuff like that in the summertime. Lots of fun. So the weird noises is kind of a combination of a little bit of everything by the sounds of it. Weird. Yeah, we'll just leave the weird noises on, okay? Hopefully you like this. We'll go back to our slideshow. There we go. We're back. So anyways, I just wanted to show you how I was coming up with the audio that you're hearing in the background. It was with the FX Music FX DJ audio soundboard, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just showing you how to do it there. But if you just look up, let's see, what's the URL on this thing? Labs, Google. It's a Google tool. So it's by Google, and it's a Google Sound FX. If you just do a search for Google Sound FX, you'll probably come up with it, and you just sign up with your Google sign in, and then you can play with it a little bit. And for me, I think it's the ideal thing because it gives me a little bit of background music here for the stream without giving me a music strike, because it's not real music. Whereas if I play some real music on here, sure, it sounds good and I like it, but I get strike after strike after strike after strike until finally my stream goes completely black, or is you don't see it. It's like gone. Nobody can see it after I do my stream. It's, in other words, while it's live you can see it, but after it's live, that's it. It's like blocked in all countries is what appears on the stream on my back end here, and then nobody can see it. So it ends up being not great, as they say. But yeah, this is pretty weird. One of the weirdest sounding things, I think. We need something like New Wave in here again. Put this one back in there. A little bit of something like that. Fry TV sounds better than most of the AI slop music. Yeah, exactly. The only thing is that, you put it on and it's like almost like a loop where it's running, like here, for example, if I put this on, which is New Wave, to have a little bit of this in the background is not bad. But eventually, after a couple of minutes, you want to change it up anyway, so you got to put on something else. So that's the only thing where it doesn't change by itself. You have to actually go in there and manually change it for, like you saw me moving the sliders, right? So it does take a little bit of a back end work where you've got to make a change on it so that it sounds a little bit different. But short of that, it's one of the better things that I found in order to add some music to your stream without getting strikes all the time. And I have, for example, your typical Spotify. But even on Spotify, they've got stuff that's called like royalty-free music library, 50 songs. Well, I put that on and I get like 5 or 6 strikes off of that, so it's not, sure, it might be royalty free, but it's not copyright free. Or I'll have something called copyright free background music via Spotify. For example, I'll put that on here right away here. Stand by. Copyright free background music radio. Okay. So if I put it on here, and let me just shut this one off, and we try it out here. Where is it? So I could put this on. But, sounds almost the same as this stuff here. Like, here's another song, Spiritland. This is Spotify. Test type. But I'm probably going to get a strike from some of this stuff here. And the music is, kind of low-key background lounge type music. You hear that? Here's jazz. Copyright free jazz. So it's like some of the the, I don't know, stuff like Music FX here can do almost the same thing, but give you a way more variety of different kinds of music. Whereas on Spotify, this stuff is like I say, it's like being in a piano lounge or something like that, when you're hearing some really, really low key type music. Whereas with this thing here, you can play some stuff that's like reggae or whatever, like like this kind of stuff. You know, play some reggae or something in the background. I like this is good background music. Bob Marley popping in for the fun times. Let's go, man. 12-inch Batman. Random setting or a playlist, yeah. Well, okay, this is what you could do though, is that you could do this and you could record your own thing. You know, like let's say you sat down there for like an hour and you could do your own thing and just record it with Audacity or whatever, something like that. And once you made the recording, well, then you can just, you know, play it on your stream while you're doing your thing and do that. I don't mind this. Oh, the only other thing with this is that it does kind of time out after a while. If you just leave it sitting there, it'll probably play for like about 5 minutes or so, and then it will kind of time out and then stop, and then you have to go back in and start it up again. So if you're constantly switching it around, it won't time out on you. But if you just leave it on one setting, eventually it will time out. But there are some other settings there, like I was showing you down at the bottom there, where you can get the brightness and the chaos and some of those settings in there, drums and whatever, turn them off and on. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It does the job. It does the job, man. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so what's happening on with aliens and the let's see if we can do a search here for UFO aliens and UAPs and see what kind of the latest videos that we can come up with here. Stand by. And we'll come up with some of the latest video stuff here. There's this thing here where they've come up with this alien ball thing. I don't know if you've seen this here. There's all these ball types, the UFOs here lately, I notice. I don't know if you've been watching too much of this stuff here, but you've got this one here where this is a spherical UFO crashed in Colombia. This is a gift from the aliens to Colombia. This figure is a message to humans, and it's just a kind of a weird thing here. We'll go in with this one here. I don't know what this is all about here. Let's get a little bit further in here. Okay. And you can see, hang on, let me just adjust it a little bit here. So there's some kind of a ball. See the silver ball that they've kind of come up with here. And you can see what kind of writing is on the side of it here. If you look close at it, it looks like it's engraved with some kind of writing. And let's see if I just read that there. It is unusual weight, which is being inexplicably some kind of a nucleus detected, believed to be spheres at the same time, dark toned, distributed bulgosphere, least dense, perhaps porous. So yeah, they've got this sphere that they've come up with. So if it is something, you know, could that be from another planet, from another universe, from somewhere? I don't know. This is the latest in the realm of UFOs. So I don't know. It's just crazy type thing. Let's see what else we have here for UFOs. Mon, it's all UFO stuff, mon. Here's a video of it here. When the thing was flying, this is what it looked like before it landed. So I don't know what to make of this thing here. This is the lowdown on this thing. On March the 2nd, 2025, a malfunctioning spherical UFO was recovered after striking a high voltage power line in Buga, Colombia. Scientists conducted an X-ray examination and found that it was a sphere with a super technological microsphere high precision component structure, whatever the hell that means. Sounds like somebody just made that up. But there you can see a video of the sphere, and apparently it hit some kind of a high power tension line. I don't know where that tension or where the tower is or whatever the wires are, wherever it hit, but it hit something and then it landed, and then they recovered it. So is it bogus? Is it real? I don't know. It's actually the first time I've seen this. Here you can see the guy's going to recover the sphere there, and it's like weird, just plain weird. And you saw the close-up of it. So yeah, this is the alien. We need some alien music in here or something for this stuff here. That's what I was kind of looking for. So it seems to be an awful lot of videos and stuff are pretty much the same thing, but lots of people are posting about that, which is a pretty interesting thing. And then you've got this here, June the 8th, 2008, where this alien type vehicle was spotted. This is some footage of that. Again, this might be fake stuff, whatever. We're just going to say alleged UFOs, UAPs is what we're looking at here right now. So stick with us, and you never know what you're going to see here. Almost anything. It's crazy. Okay, let's see what else we can dig up here. Stand by. We'll find something else here worth looking at. Here's that another sphere. This one is different than the other one. The other one had some kind of writing all over it. This one has just got lines on it. Scientists are studying a mysterious metal sphere they believe to be a UFO. I've never seen a piece like this. It's pretty weird. Only the weirdest stuff are you going to see on the Tommy Temper Show. Okay, this is pretty weird here. Last night's UFO recordings captured within minutes as bad weather made it impossible to continue. There you can see something flying around there in the night sky. That looks like some kind of a beam, like a laser beam or something that the guy's pointing up into the sky. And you can see some stuff flying around there in the night sky. I have a camera, a low light camera, a video camera that I can set out there and take video of stuff like this, which I can take shots of the satellites and stuff like that. And I'll be putting that out there. I had that out there last year, but it was like this year where I was moving it around too much. But I'm going to just set it in one spot and just let it record. And it records like for about an hour or so. And then I can just watch it back. It's a lot easier to watch it when you're not jiggling it all over the place like that guy was there. So we're going to try that. It's NASA. Could be lies. You never know. Could be reality. I don't know. Okay, here's another one here. Let me just move it in here so that we can see the full. Here we go. There's something that somebody spotted. Those are like weird lights in the sky moving around, jumping around all over the place. But lights in the sky. Could be fireflies even. Who knows? Something weird. Is it real? Is this real? Again, lights in the sky. Is it a UFO? Or is it a drone? With these drones are really making it so that, that could be a drone with a really bright light on it or something as well. But it does look pretty cool for a UFO UAP. Piece of footage within the intelligence community. They saw some kind of a disc or a UFO or something. Stand by for a video of it here. Let's see what it looks like. Check it out.
Flying between the clouds and appeared startled at one point, as if it knew it had been caught on video.
What do you mean it looks startled? What does that mean?
It's just looking at an area over the ocean is what it appears. And this thing just comes trundling along from like underneath the cloud cover, comes up, and then right when it's like almost center frame, it scoots off to the side and like tries to get out of,
like it comes into a certain going, oops, somebody spotted me. I can get out of here.
Exactly. It was visibly, that's the feeling it had.
The footage that he described showing a disc that appeared playful with the clouds and then startled to be caught on camera. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have seen that.
And is it as he describes?
It is. I've seen it a long time ago, way before I ever met Matthew, and that is a piece of footage that within the intelligence community, if they have access to the servers, is kind of famous at this point. Now, let's not get out to the public. Remember, this is something where, as journalists, we can't solicit. But over the years, as I said, George Knapp and I have been exposed to a whole lot of footage, most of which
George Knapp
deemed able to put out for security reasons.
George Knapp? From Vegas. He's big in the UFO realm there. Anyways, that was some sort of a clip there. I thought they were going to show something. This is the weirdest one, though. This thing here. Really, honestly, out of all of the info here, this one is just in. This is new stuff here. This is the first day that I've actually seen this. Let's see what they're saying here. Spherical UFO crashed in Colombia. Nobody can decipher these hieroglyphs. This is a gift from the aliens to Colombia. The aliens chose Colombia because it was covered up and not newsworthy in the West. Wow, I don't believe, come on. You can't say that. But, could this be man-made? Well, absolutely. This could have been made in India or somewhere in some, metal shop or something, metallurgy shop, and anybody can put those kind of symbols on it. But on the other hand, those symbols are kind of unique. They look pretty weird. It's Looks like it's got the symbols of the Far East. You know, like the what do you call it? The moon. See the moon symbols on there, where it's like a slice of the moon. I don't know. It's pretty weird. Pretty weird stuff. Okay, we need a real UFO in here. Okay, here we go. This is the real UFO, and the UFO is coming in. Is it coming in for a landing? Not likely, because we want to see a real UFO like that up close. We want to reverse engineer it. Like apparently they've got some UFOs like this down in what is that area? I was just listening to a show about that. Hangar 18 or something like that. Hangar 18 is where they're reverse engineering UFOs like this down in Area 51. And at least this looks like a little more like a real UFO. Looks pretty cool. Looking good. We got it zoomed in here. And she looks pretty real. I'll go for it. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Looks like there's something at the bottom of that UFO. Do you see that? Look, those are those like, it looks like a little feet or something there, landing feet or bubbles or something on the bottom of it there, you can see. That's a kind of a neat looking UFO. Okay, we're loving it. That's part of the show here tonight. It's UFO specialty. Trolls, whack-a-mole troll, and UFO. Here's another one. Check it out. Show you numerous times here. This is the one that goes into... Whoa! Geez, did you see how fast that one took off? Watch that one again. What the hell happened to it? There it is. Watch it again. Okay, there it is going. And then watch it take off. Like this, and then watch it. Boom! It's just like gone. In an instant. Just gone. Let me see. Let me put that in a different window here. And then just watch it again here. Watch it take off. See how it shoots up there real fast? Like, to me, that is like, you know, like not of this earth. It's like nothing can take off that fast like that. Watch it again. Going horizontal. And then it tilts up. Watch it tilt up right here. Tilts up. And then it just shoots away right there. Super fast. Like, that is something that you say, well, that can't be a drone. There's no way that that can be a drone. Drones can't do something like that. The Colombian cocaine syndicate. Old and fake. Well, yeah, this is old footage here. Obviously, this one here is. Let me see what it says about this one here in particular. It says, we are not alone in the universe. British Columbia, 2010, August 17th, 2010 is this particular one that we're looking at here. Let's see what else we can dig up. Oh, here's that, the Columbia one here. There's a better video of the guy. With this thing here. Fell to earth after receiving a 10,000 volt discharge or shock. The images obtained surprising results inside. You can see a dense layer surrounding the white outline, which indicates that it is very something or other. But look close at that. Doesn't it look like... Hang on, let me go back to that shot again. This one here. Doesn't it look like it's like kind of clear right here? It's almost like you can see right through it at that point. It's like some kind of a weird ball here. And right here, it almost looks like you can look right through that ball at that point there. I don't know. That's a strange one. It is very strange. Very strange. It's about as strange as that music. Let me get something else on here. Okay, new Rep Burleson is in contact with individual who claims the U.S. has discovered a new type of propulsion. And the Tic Tac UFO is Lockheed Martin. He says that he has a video of the first, second, and third generation of the Tic Tac. I did see a photo. It's nothing like I've ever seen. To me, it looks more like a giant cock. I hate to tell you, but, so much for a Tic Tac. Let's listen to him here. Let's hear what he has to say.
I've had two people come to me and say the Tic Tac is...
Hang on. Gotta shut that music down.
Creation. The latest person that came to me says he has video of the first, second, and third iteration of the Tic Tac, and he's going to show me. So I'm trying to set that up. The way he describes it is that they had a prototype. They've made changes to it. They've made it more advanced, and then now it's in iteration number 3, which I did see a photo of, and it looks like pretty advanced military like craft, like a plane, but it's clearly human made. It's nothing that I've ever seen. Our military has, but his claim is that they have discovered a propulsion that's a new type of propulsion. They used it in the first iteration, which was the Tic Tac. They have an intermediary one that they are more advanced with, and then now they're putting it inside of what looks conventional, so that it's not obvious.
Disguise. Oh, that's interesting. So you're saying eventually the tech makes its way into things that we're already familiar with.
Well, right.
Okay. Looked like a big cock on the wall, if you ask me. But what do I know? Okay, let's find out what's happening with the Americans here, and UAPs, UFOs, stuff like that. Here we go.
We're opening up a portal, hopefully in the coming months, to allow the public to report to us. And so we're looking forward to getting more data from them, as well as local and state law enforcement. And then for the cases where it looks to be truly anomalous, we will then send it off to our scientific and intelligence partners for a very thorough analysis that generally takes on the order of months. And sometimes we don't even close those cases. We have to sort of keep them on the shelf, always looking for additional data to enrich them, because the phenomenon are so perplexing. We're opening up.
Wow. Well, we don't want to hear what you are going to do with something that you might find. We want to know what you have already found, and let us know. We want to see, with that stuff that you found that's in Hangar 18, that you're reverse engineering and that kind of stuff, That's what we want to find out. Okay, this is kind of interesting here. This is, oops, I accidentally faded to black there. This is some kind of, this almost looks like those drones, Government claims these were just seagulls, but watch closely. These objects stay in tight formation. They don't flap wings, and they maintain speed and trajectory that does not look natural. Possible UAP? Well, when you see a whole bunch of things like that, sometimes you think they're more drones than anything else. But that's kind of weird. Yeah, I wouldn't say that those are seagulls, though. Doesn't look like seagulls. Kind of strange looking, that's for sure. I would say that.
They're sticking around. We're gonna do some digging and figure out what that is.
Crazy. Who knows what that is? Where's me back in here again? Okay, I'm on the slideshow. Let's go back in here. We're inside of the UFO here, by the way. Reverse engineering. We're reverse engineering videos of UFOs here. Now, what the hell is this thing? Where it's kind of morphing and everything else, and it's different colored. Usually, you don't have colors like that on a UFO. So just plain strange looking. It almost looks like something that you'd see under the ocean. It's pretty crazy. Seagulls with headlights, yeah. SW. This looks more like a balloon or something, that you'd float over top of a building and go, come on in. We got a special going on today. I don't know. This is one of the weirdest UFOs that I've seen. I don't know what the hell that is, but it flopped away real quick. Either that or the guy jerked the camera around. I don't know what's going on there. I don't believe it. It's all fake. It's all fake stuff. It's a seagull with a headlight, yeah. Something like that. Okay, we've got more. Wait, there's more. There's weird lights in the sky. And the one actually looks like an airplane. That looks like an airplane with lights flashing like that. That's the way, the one on the top there. I'd say that one is an airplane. Let's see what else is in here. Maybe a UFO shows up. Well, I guess those lights there are the ones who are the weird one. Those 3 lights in the bottom. And there's some kind of an airplane flying apart. An aircraft or drone flies over orb or UAPs or unknown objects. There's about 4 of them there on the bottom. So that's what that one was all about. Okay, let's see what we can see. There's something flew behind that cloud there. You can see some kind of an object there. An orb UFO. Minutes later, I managed to record an orb flying high in the middle of the clouds. Let's see what else does he say here? Tonight I went out to observe the sky, so I looked up and thought, I'm not alone in this universe. And just a few seconds later, a flash, an orb appeared. Ooh, craziness. Okay, let's go with the next bit here. The next bit. It's all bits. And you're watching it with me here. Here's some kind of a weird one here. Yeah, this looks like VHS footage here. It's to me, that looks like some kind of a rock that almost looks like that's under the ocean. But look at those markings on the side of it. That's weird. Divers discovered a sunken UFO off the coast of Hawaii. The divers were amazed at the indecipherable hieroglyphs, which are not found on Earth. So it's underwater. They discovered this UFO. Yeah, those are weird hieroglyphs there. But why don't they pull it up out of the water and like show us how big it is and what's underneath it, and to me that looks like that's some kind of just a rock or something there in the water that someone in Hawaii marked on the side of that rock a bunch of stuff. It's ostrich. It looks like an ostrich egg with hieroglyphs on the side of it. Something like that. But I haven't seen some of this stuff before. This one here, I've never seen this before. I've seen a lot of UFO. Yeah, look at, there's a man. There's a picture of a man on that thing. If you look close, let's see, I'll show you. Let's see. Where's the man on it there? If I can stop this at the right time here. Looks to me like there's an image of a man or something on there. So like it's probably, okay, right there. Okay, if you look right here, okay, it looks like there's a guy's head. There's 2 arms here, and then 2 legs down here, hey? Like that almost looks like that's like an image of a human being or something on the side of it right there. It's strange. It's weird. It's underwater. And it's in Hawaii. It's weird, that's for sure. But to me, that looks like that's something that some Hawaiian made. He put a few hieroglyphs on the side of a rock and threw it into the water. Like, you know, like what's it made out of? Is it a rock or is it something metallic or something? Well, they don't tell you these things. It's just a clip. You're just watching a clip and that's it. This is kind of one of the neatest ones here, where they're showing you this orb. Here's this orb. You can see that black orb, and it's like it's being videoed from a drone or something like that from up above, and it's sort of cool. Yeah, it goes right by the thing. Hang on, let's see if I can stop that. Okay, it picks it back up again here somewhere. Guy's trying to find it. There it is. Right there. Now, what the hell is that? Look at that. It's got some on the side of it there. It's got a bit of a white thing on it there. Looks like a sphere. And that white bit on the side of it is turning a little bit there. Hang on, let me get to that part where it flies right in front of the video. Maybe it's right near the beginning here. There's one shot where it's pretty big, where it goes by here. Let me stop the frame there and look close at it. Right there. Oh, missed it. Hang on. Okay, right there. Okay, look at that thing. How it's got this bit on the side right here with this colored bit right here. Meanwhile, the rest of it is all black in there. That's a strange one. I don't know what that is. Pokemon. Looks like an 8-ball or something like that. This is the 8-ball UFO. Ying. And then he picks it back up again there. And there you can see that bit on the side of it there still, you know, where it's got that little bit of a marking on the side of it there. And it looks like it must rotate a bit because it goes out of view here after a while. But strange. That's one of the strangest orb ones. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next bit. The next bit is you've got a car here. And looks like it's a dash cam video. Oh, look at that one had some kind of a lightning bolt or something. And then the orb appears, or more than one orb appears out of that lightning bolt. So yeah, that was pretty weird. How the lightning happens and then the orb appears. So yeah, these orbs could very well be, you know, especially if it's a light orb like that, could very well be like a lightning ball or something like that. Especially if it's associated with lightning. So that's always a possibility. I know we've seen different examples of stuff like that where there's, you know, like a lightning strike or something, and then a ball kind of appears after the lightning. So that might very well be what that one is. stranger than truth. It's all in your head at the end of the day. Here's another one here. Oh, that telescope that I have, that I bought, that electronic telescope. Wow, it actually I did a picture of a galaxy out there, and the way that telescope that I have works, it's not like for UFOs or stuff like that, but it's like for galaxies, comets, stuff out there in the universe. And yeah, it takes some pretty neat pictures. But the way it gathers lights is it takes multiple pictures, like literally 1,000 pictures. It'll take 1,000 pictures of the same place out there in the sky, and then it amplifies the light by putting all of the pictures together, and then you can see the image that your eye absolutely cannot see. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff. This is kind of weird though. This has got a bit of like two parts of it that are going in different directions off of that light there. I don't know if it's an aberration of the guy's lens on his camera or what it is, but looks kind of weird. Lights in the sky. D in there saying hi to SW. Pacer in there. Got SW. Fry TV is in there. As the Fry says, it's fake. Who knows? Could be fake. It's all fake stuff. Got global disclosure
43 states
day.
And around the world for a unified call for transparency. Watch parties will convene for a 2-hour live stream event featuring powerful voices in the disclosure movement, including notable speakers and local activists sharing personal stories and groundbreaking updates on the UAP front. This is more than just a date to circle on your calendar. It's a
this already happened. This was October 2024. They had a live stream event. I wonder what it was all about. I wonder if there's any info on that. That was the Barker for it. Oh, here's another UAP. Fry's going to go, yeah, that's all fake stuff. No, it's not fake. This is reality. This is real. This is the orb. Let's check it out again. Orb City. Look. What is it?
Un globo no es.
In Germany. Ich bin Orb. Ich bin Orb. Go up, go down.
Súper rápido.
Ich bin Lichter. Was ist dies? Ein, drei, zwei, vier. Ein Schwier. Und the cloud. Und the ball in the hill. Was ist dies? Ich be party balloon.
Mira cómo alumbra de varios colores. Eso es como metálico.
We do the song about the balloon. 50 balloon in the sky. 2025 Colombia. Oh, that's that one in Colombia again. Just can't get rid of that one. This is the one that hits the power line, and that's how they got it. Colombia. It says Germany there. Remember, they think that Hitler ended up in Colombia, somewhere in South America.
Mira cómo se mueve a mera velocidad.
Sounds German. Nine dry, I don't know. Pretty cool. I like it. That's not fake. That's real. 9 fake stuff on this channel. All real. Real stuff. No fake. This is the real one right here. Look. What's that? That's UFO. Coming down in the bush. Push, push in the bush. Look at that. That's UFO. It's white light with red around it. It's like a lemon. Flying lemon. Look, it's taking off. What the hell was that? Oh, lemon tree, oh, lemon tree. Do, 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 lemon tree. I don't know what that is. Here's one of the best UFO, Arctic UFO videos ever. Hang on, let me get the right window in here so we can see the whole thing. Okay, check it out. Let's zoom it back to the beginning here. One of the best Arctic UFO footage out there. Oh, yeah. And then it just disappears. And it's gone forever. Going there. Okay, and then right here, it just zip. And she's gone. Right there. Out of mind, out of sight. Yeah, you guys don't believe me, do you? Yeah. Meanwhile, Fry's going, fake, 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 fake. Okay, here's the guy who knows everything that's going on here with these UFOs.
Applying what you experienced throughout your time and then kind of coming up with a light.
Yeah.
And it was a decently bright light.
Wow.
So when you've been on the water as long as I have,
yeah,
you know the difference between an aircraft carrier's lights, a difference between an oiler's lights, a fishing, a cargo ship. It's what we learn when we freshly come into the Navy, especially as an operations specialist. We have to learn silhouettes. We have to learn lighting structures, things of that nature. It's just part of what our job is. Being senior enlisted, it's become part of very basic elementary things that you have to know when doing your job. Kind of learning the basics first and then, applying what you experienced throughout your time and then kind of coming up with your solution as what you're seeing. So watching this light emerge from the water at a distance and then go into the air with a solid light, no blinking or anything, I've never noticed that and witnessed that ever in my life.
Wow.
I saw a light and it was a decent.
Probably if you took some Carnivora, that would probably help you out. Carnivora. I used to cough a lot, but now I don't cough that much because I'm taking Carnivora now. Yeah. What's this? Is this another flying pig or something? What the hell is this thing here? That's this flying pig. Pink thing. I don't know what the hell that is. Why is that camera moving so fast? Like, look at that. How come the guy can keep that camera right on the orb or whatever that thing is? Flying rose or something. What is that? An AARO video footage has been released. This UFO was captured by a camera aboard a U.S. military platform in the Middle East in 2024. Kind of weird. I don't know what that is. No speculation. I'd say UFO. And then we have the feline UFO. Here's the feline one. Yeah. To me, that's a UFO cat. Let's see. It's a UFO cat. Wait, let's go sky watching with the UFO cat. I don't know what this one's all about. Recently, my cat has been following me to my closer skywatch spot. She walks there, hangs out with me, and then walks back with me. So I added some clips of her. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay. But meanwhile, there's some stuff in the sky. That's a meteorite. You can see where it goes into the atmosphere and then back out again. That's meteorite. But it does seem like it's kind of slow moving. I don't know, maybe the guy slowed the video down or something. But that's the cat. Get out of here. We want to see UFOs and stuff, not cats. Here's some kind of a weird thing. This one here. What if I told you the UAP orbs are morphing into aircraft meant to mimic and imitate human technology? Oh, look it's morphing into an airplane. There you can see the lights flashing like it's an airplane. That's strange. What if you told me that? Well, I probably wouldn't believe you anyway. Me. Can you sing Year of the Cat? Year of the Cat. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. The UFOs, the UAP. Yeah, we'll cut that one out of there. Moving right along. Here's a way better UFO. That's more like a, I don't know what that is. That's pretty weird. It's like a laser flasher or something. Whoa, this is a pretty strange one. Vancouver, Canada. That's stranger. That's a pretty strange thing. That looks more like a drone with some kind of a laser show on it or something. It looks like a laser show. Look at with different colored lasers. That's pretty strange. I have never seen that one before. But look at that. Looks like a laser beam. And look at some smoke coming off of the beam as if it's vaporizing the atmosphere or something. So, yeah, pretty weird stuff. A UFO gave a light show to the sailors at sea in Vancouver, Canada. This light show is similar to crop circles. The aliens are using this light show to explain the purpose of their arrival to the crew. Sure. I believe you. And, but thousands of others would not believe you. 24 people in the house. We're losing our audience. We don't have a great audience for the UFO show here tonight. Maybe I should have put the title of the show as being UFOs or something like that. And then we'd have more of a UFO audience here. Anyways, let's go into Hangar 18 and check out the UFO that they're actually reverse engineering. This is it. This is VHS video coming to us here. It's VHS. So the quality is not that high. But it looks pretty cool. There's the captured UFO. Yeah, that's more realistic. Like that, I'd say, yeah, that's more like a UFO. When you actually capture something and you can see what it looks like. Strange stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, well, I don't know. That looks like an AI generated. Yeah, but this one looks like it's old footage. Very old footage here. This one here. And then this looks like it's VHS. But yeah, it looks like it could be faked with that fake VHS stuff on the top and the bottom of this thing here. But look at this. Could be faked. Yeah, well, any of this stuff could be fake. There's no doubt about that. Although this footage looks like it's fairly old. And, like something in the day of, what's his name, who was in there watching them reverse engineer this stuff back in the 1970s or something like that. That's what it kind of looks like. But interesting old footage. It's making me tired. And then you've got the UFO UAP issue. Who do we have here? Let's check it out. Some words.
I think that the UFO issue presents the greatest possible opportunity for unveiling the lengths to which the national security state has gone in taking over the control of the government of the United States, and that they're fascists. That the people who created the Central Intelligence Agency, they're fascists.
Oh, come on. Where do they get this guy from? They get some liberal on there calling CIA or whatever a bunch of fascists. Come on. Who talks like that about the UFO community?
And they believe that the most effective way of running the government is to deploy the instrumentalities of the state on behalf of the interests of the major corporations. They believe that what's good for General Motors is good for the country. What I'm saying is that this operation has this from the age of the robber barons, in the age of the robber barons that began in 1868 after the American Civil War, right? By 1872, they had actually come up with this concept of creating this new private shareholder-owned corporations, and that this business entity actually immunizes the owners of the company from any personal liability whatsoever for whatever the corporation does. That's an essential element of the creation of the new business vehicle of the private shareholder-owned corporation.
Okay. But what's that got to do with UFOs?
We've got all the people in Congress and the House and Senate that are pissed off at these guys for lying to them and saying there's no such program going on at all. And they're embezzling billions of dollars out of the defense budget, saying that they've appropriated the money for some particular project, and they're really putting it over into trying to back engineer the technology so they can build a weapon system, to be able to strike into the heart of Russia, in 2 minutes.
Right.
Which is going to...
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about that. You don't have to do that because Ukraine is already looking after that.
Totally destabilize the entire geopolitical structures that have been put together to stop nuclear war.
That's right, nuclear war
is the issue. I'm just going to bring all of that to bear because the misdeeds of the national security state, which I've talked about in a number of different areas, all come to roost on this thing. That they believe that they actually are entitled to keep secret from the people the fact that there's an extraterrestrial civilization of people.
That's right, coming from our planet. That's right, Mater. He's absolutely right. It's all to do with the capitalists, blame them, and don't leave the fascists out of the picture there too. And you have to blame the Russians too. Yeah, exactly. Give me a break. What's going on here? As if the UFOs have anything to do with trying to do something with the government. I don't think so. The aliens are coming from some other planet or some other world, and they're not coming here just to break up or have anything to do with particular governments here on Earth. They're just coming to see what's going on here. And we go like, yo, what's happening? Hey, look at this one. It's like the invisible UFO. This is where they say that UFOs might even be coming, Mater, from a different dimension. Don Humphreys. It's like these things are from a different dimension. You know, UFOs don't necessarily are part of our own dimension here. You know how they say that there's a fifth dimension or whatever, the fourth dimension. We live in three dimensions, but some of these UFOs here look like they're like sort of part of in our world, but not in our world. Like sort of dipping in and out of dimensions, and that's why they can fly so fast, or they go out of sight, or just go one second you can see them, and the next second they're invisible. Here's an example of something that is sort of 50-50 in and out of our dimension. Crazy stuff. I don't know. Is it real? Is it fake? It's probably real. Can't be fake. Fry seems to think that most of the stuff is real, and as long as Fry believes it, well, heck, I'll go along with the program. Here's another one here. This one here is UFO alien UAP unknown. Is that a UAP sighting? I don't know what that is. Looks pretty strange. Looks strange. It looks like it's changing colors, and looks like it's pulsating. Is it a UAP sighting? This is May 7th, 2025. So this is fairly new. What is it? This is videoed in California. Northridge, California, May 7th, 2025. Crazy. What next? What next, Sputnik? Oh, look at, here's a real UFO. Ha ha. Fooled you. This time it's not a UFO. Possible UFO zips past the military aircraft. Okay, watch for the UFO. Do you see it right there? Right there, you can see it zipping by there. So yeah, there was some kind of UFO zipping by that helicopter. I don't know. Okay, we're not going to play that one again because it wasn't all that interesting. Woo! There's the weird shape-shifting UFO. That's a pretty weird one there. Doing some weird stuff in the cloud. Lighten up the cloud. It's like it's got some kind of a laser beam on it or something, and it's up above the clouds there. Sure is moving around a lot. That's what's weird about it. It's got this weird round light right here. That's just plain strange. Beats me what that is. Okay, we'll just chalk that one up to just a weird light. Yeah, we need government transparency. We need them to tell us what's going on there. I don't know what it is. Is it a UFO? Is it a plane? Is it a bird? Or is it just a package of Skittles? I don't know what it is. It could be almost anything. But we're here tonight to find out all about this UAP, UFO stuff that's going on out there. And I don't know that we're ever going to find anything out. Here they're figuring out more about that orb again that they found in South America. Some sort of high density elements from that thing. And yeah, the researchers are really taking pictures and X-rays and everything of that orb, trying to figure out what the hell that is. No evidence of welding, composed of high-density elements. Agreed that further analysis is needed. And its competition is complex, and that it's of artificial origin. So yeah, that's a pretty strange one, that orb. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. But that being said, hey, I'd like to thank you all for being with me tonight. I had a lot of fun. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show, and it's 11:52 my time. It's actually still a little bit early, but I had fun looking at the UFOs, and I hope you did too. Live, whack-a-mole, whack-a-troll, whack-a-UFO, whack-a-UAP. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy out there. It's crazy. We're in the dungeon tonight, shielded from the beams from those UFOs and atomic radiation that might be coming from them. Don't worry. And there's lots of fires going on up here in Canada, so be careful. Probably started by UFOs. Maybe lightning, maybe people. Who knows? Yeah, time to go to bed. Time to go to sleep. So I hope you enjoyed that program today with a little bit of UFO action. And thanks a lot for watching, everyone. All you sickos out there, mouth of the south, watching what's happening from Ontario. That's what it looks like in Ontario there, right there behind me. Nice. Ottawa. Convoy. The convoy. I wonder what'll end up being my picture on the thumbnail when I'm finished this video. One of these shots right here. But with that being said, good night, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you another day. Stay out of trouble. And if you can't stay out of trouble, hey, name it after me.